Good morning, children. Have you ever observed the flooring of your house? How the floor looks like? So, your flooring, if you have observed, you can see different shapes on your floor, isn't it? It will be filled with so many shapes. Can you name them? It may be square shape, it may be triangle shape, it may be circle shape, it may be curve shape. So, you can find so many shapes on your floor. So, that design we call it as tiling. So, we use tiles to fill our floor, to fill the surface. That's why this tiling is also called as tessellation. Can you tell me, do you find any gap between those shapes? Suppose if you take this, suppose your flooring is done like this with this type of shapes, rectangles. Can you find any gap between those one shape to another? No, there is no gap. So tiling should happen in such a way that there should not be gap between the tiles and it should not overlap with, we should not overlap. What is the meaning of overlap? If we keep one thing above the other, that we call it as overlap. So can you see, will you accept if the builder will keep one tile upon another and it will be little bit up and one is little bit down? So we'll complain. It should be flat surface, isn't it? So what is a tiling? We will use tiles to fill our flooring. So isn't it? Do you find any? No, nothing. So tiling is done without any gap and without any overlapping. Today concept is tiling. Tiling in mathematics we will call it as tessellation. What do you call? We'll use the word tessellation. Tessellation is nothing but fitting geometrical shapes or any shapes without any gap or overlapping so that they will form a repeated pattern. So tessellation is nothing but fitting some shapes which may be same shape, which may be of different shape, so that it should not have any gap and it should not overlap, so that they will form a pattern. That means it will continue like that. It will extend all the directions like that. So where can you find this tessellations in nature? Have you ever observed the honeycomb? So honeycomb will look like this. So these two I drew. So if I extend, then I can see one more honeycomb, isn't it? So these two I wrote. So with these two I can make. So there is no gap, and this is a best example of tessellation or tiling. You won't find that one above the other. You won't find any gap between them. So like that, if you can extend in all directions. You won't find any gap. Again, you can fill this with the same shape. So one more example is pineapple. These things, these tessellations you can find in nature. As well as you can find tessellations in art and architecture. If you might have observed temples and all. So you can find in tiling, designs, in art, in architecture, you can find this tiling. So let us learn about this tessellation a little bit more. So tessellations are of three types. So tessellation may happen with same type of shape. So what do you call this circle, children? So what is this triangle? Triangle is nothing but a polygon made up of three line segments, isn't it? It's a closed figure made up of three line segments. So this tessellation here with same shape, it happened with the same shape. Here we use only triangles. So no gap is there. Here also you can see the triangle. Here also you can see the triangle. So it is made up of same shapes. This is tessellation is made up of with same shape. Which shape they use? Triangle. So we can find in your floors, you can find square shape, rectangle shape usually. So next, tessellation with circles, curves and polygons. So tessellation may also happen with the circles. Here I can see this thing, curve. So here I can see this curve. So it is happening with this type of thing, square and this curve. So it may happen with this curves. It may happen with the polygon. Here I have taken example as triangle. It may be anything square. And tessellation with more than one shape. Here, if you see, I have taken tessellation like this. This shape. What do you call this shape? Can anybody say? So how many line segments does it have? Sides 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is an octagon. It is made up of octagon shape. So here I have seen one octagon, here one octagon. In between we are getting one square rectangle shape, isn't it? So in between, so it is made up of two shapes. One is octagon and the another is rectangle. So here we are using two polygons. This polygon we call it as octagon and this polygon we call it as rectangle. Next, so we can see tessellation with the same shape, with circle curves and polygons. This is example, and with more than one shape. It is also possible with this. So some shapes that do not tessellate. What are those shapes? So few you will come across that do not tessellate. That means if you extend, suppose if you extend right side, left side, up and down, you will get the same pattern. So here if you see this pattern I have taken, this thing I have taken, this is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have taken this 5 sides. So what do you call 5 sides one? 5 sides polygon, what do you call? Pentagon. So this I have taken the design, the shape I have taken is pentagon. So you call it as 5-sided polygon as pentagon, and I have drew this. Now if I extend this, suppose if I extend, suppose if I extend like this, I will get some different design. It won't be specific. And you can see that there is a gap between these shapes. So there should not be gap. If you have any gap or overlapping, then we will say that that design won't tessellate. So if you extend this thing, you will see here gap. Suppose if you fill the gap also, it won't show the specific pattern. So some designs that do not, few designs that do not tessellate is this type of design. I hope you all understood, children. Thank you.